This is the Tanker's Reef perimeter run. We're starting at the mooring block. This is on April 6th, 2026. And just beginning now, reaching out to that intersection where the head rope goes to the west. There's a granite boulder right there. And we are going along the rope towards the next stop, which is the northwest corner. See the rope right in the center of the frame there. We were on a scooter today. I usually keep it on at 3 settings so that it's pretty consistent across all the perimeter runs. We got a couple of them that are just swimming, but most of them are done at the same setting. And it ends up taking about 12 minutes to go all the way around this entire perimeter. The rope right there, there's the original head rope, and then there's another line that's added to it that was set there by Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. And it's a little bit thicker. It's got a steel core to it, and it's attached at the tag right there. And then they kind of separate a little bit along the sandy bottom. There's just sand out here in this section, and it seems like there's more than before. But we'll have to go look back at tape and see. This is coming up on the corner right here, and you can see the tube dwelling anemones are kind of living in the cracks between. And there's the corner. It's got a hobo on the corner. That's the northwest corner. A hobo is a temperature logger run by Reef Check. And now we're going south along the western perimeter. And this is a clothesline along this section right here. There's they're basically 50-foot clotheslines, I believe. That makes sense. Yeah, they're 50s and they're attached every 25 meters along the line. And they're weathering pretty well, but they seem to survive okay on this side. On the other side, on the eastern side, they break apart all the time. See how the slate bottom is here? It's got little pieces. And then we found some cylinders that a scientist must have used in an experiment and left them out there. And so we set them on top of our cables just because why not? It's weight. Nothing else really around. And just a sedimentary bottom here. Now there's a second cable on it here too, which is also from the sanctuary. I just noticed. There's another. That's the third of the little. They're probably cast in a Home Depot bucket or something, and they've been out there. There's more. Just cable. It seems. Oh, there's 2 cables there. One on the right and the clothesline on the left. Clothesline seems to be brighter underwater. Just doesn't get as much growth on it because it's not a. It has like a plastic sheath on it. There's a little drop off coming up here. There's that brown stuff at the bottom. It's kind of interesting. It's like a decaying kelp. That stacks up there, and it's kind of silty here. It's lighter than sand. You put your hand right through it. It seems like a lot of sand around here. Getting near the corner. Rope goes away. There's the corner right there. And this one does not have a hobo on it. It's got a tag on it though. And now we are down in the southwest corner. Yeah, we're coming up. There's this little ledge area right here we kind of liked, and there's 2 ropes. You can see them there, and there's a connection point for the first lane right there. A lot of extra rope now, and this was all kelp forest in here at one point, and this is what it is now. And then it goes off to these other kind of cool ledges that are running kind of perpendicular, but not quite. to the line here. And they're just little mini ledges, and they're usually loaded up here with a lot of urchins. We were comparing some of this to the urchins that were in the previous ones, or when we first got there. And these urchins are a lot smaller. These urchins were probably born here. Anything that is of a different size, like a larger cohort, would probably be one that migrated to this place, because the the small urchins can't really travel, so they probably were born where they were. There's some here even on the sand. Some Derionictum. And here's some more little kelps. That's Stephanocystis. It kind of grows where the giant kelp disappears. You kind of get Stephanocystis. It comes in shallow. It came in here shallow than the giant kelp, and now it's kind of moving deeper onto the where the giant kelp used to be. So you can still see the ropes here. There's a giant kelp. Got munched. It's got a little leaf on it. Maybe it'll grow. Good luck. Okay. Round boulder right there. Some of these granite boulders came tumbling out of the river that was here. Who knows when. There's on the right there was a holdfast. It's munched. This used to be a kelp forest recently. There's more Stephanocystis. Derionictum is the stuff that's low-lying on the bottom. That's Derionictum. And cable moves on. Looking up, there's some giant kelp right there. She don't look so hot. Kind of missing some fronds. And on the right here, there's some more stuff. It's off in the distance a bit. There's some giant kelp there. It's to the right of the grid, which means it's not on the grid. Southeast corner, come up right here. And you can see we're kind of looking around. This corner was all kelped in before. And just going to go forward here. There was a little ledge right here next to that anchor. There's the ledge. So there's been some change in sedimentation here a little bit. It's sandy. Used to be more sand, I thought. Hard to tell. There's a ledge on the right. The cable's gone here at this point. It's been removed. There was a green cable for a while, and now it's gone. So I'm trying to stay straight at this point and go from corner to corner just by using the compass. So it's a little bit difficult. I'm kind of going by what I remember. Here's a kelp just outside the grid, or what I think is outside the grid, and it's just, getting eaten by urchins, right? That's what's happening there. They eat everything. They're eating Stephanocystis too. Here, kind of go to the right a little bit, and just to get a good view of this kelp plant. It's healthy at the top, and then the bottom, it's kind of not. And you can see the trail of them coming into it. They smell it, they go right into it. So we're going back on the line if we can here, trying to imagine where it would be along this section. You can see how all these ledges they had kelp on it before, but now they're all just little like shelves of urchins. There's some sponge there. That orange stuff is a volcano sponge. It has like these little outcurrent openings that look like volcanoes on the top of the red um, film, kind of sponge body that is on the reef. Lots of little urchins. Thank God. And here I found a section of the rope that I think is pretty far up. I think this is closer to the northern side than the southern side. So there's 25 meters of this clothesline here that goes along the reef. I didn't see any kelp yet. Did you see any? I didn't see any. Not on the grid. So now we're imagining where the rope is now. Trying to stay straight. And I have to do that for 25 meters just by dead reckoning. Here's that ledge. We really like this ledge. It grew kelp on it really nice. And I'm turning slightly because I see it. Northeast corner. There it is. Pretty good. And this was all kelped in too. There's the last one. It's K. There's some clothesline tied in with it or something. I don't know. There's two cables here. One is the head rope that we put in, then there's some clothesline parts, and then there's a cable that was put in by the sanctuary, and there's the tag right there that's on the head rope. So there's a little bit of cable here. So it goes down a ledge right here, and travels on this little lower area right here. And we're just moving along here. There used to be some kelp on the left of this, right about here. Some reds coming on in this corner. Red urchins. Okay, here's that granite boulder that's right at our intersection. That goes to the mooring blocks. Return to the start. It goes to the right here, and you'll see us go back and find. There's the mooring block. It's kind of turned a little bit. It's got urchins on it, because why not? And here is the half-inch chain that goes up to the boat, which is still there. Yay!